the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. ACC play gets started here as both of these teams start what they hope will be a chase for a conference championship. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team of students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Huskers ready to kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And he's dragged down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Well, they try to throw for it there on... down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for one, it's 2nd and 9. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast.
Football, it's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Ives.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run the counter and some room to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. It makes you really be honest.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult.
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Just feeds the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Spartans are rolling down the field. On the delay, it's Edwards. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat. blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Ives. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he can go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now the Spartans calling their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fakes to grab. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bounced off his feet.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run play action. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's I. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 16, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Golden Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll run the counter. Here's a little room there. Powers through. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. Got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hard-hitting tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style. A 74-yarder for the score.
Number 27, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.